Hustle, hustle, yeah, hustle,
Wait up. It's the only Prophet McFly here. It's my rant of the day.
hustle,
For this beautiful Thursday. I don't gotta mention Agent Orange's name ever again. Well, I'm sure I will when he starts getting indictments and whatnot, but leave that for another day. It is Thursday, so it's obviously politically correct day. GFBestSource.com at 7 p.m. The link in the description below is to last week's episode. That'd be an easy way to find it as well. I've had a super productive day. If you see my snaps, though, I had to stop at a couple law enforcement buildings to take care of some shit and brought up some old feelings, thoughts. But again, happy day. We're not gonna get into that. That'll be another rant another day. So I promised you this yesterday and I didn't deliver. And then by the time I posted, it was dated. So we're gonna do it today. This is a fact or truth rant of the day. Let me explain. So, throughout our whole lives, we're told certain things are facts, immutable, unrefutable facts. Like 1 + 1 = 2. Fact, right? Then we get older. And we learn that some of these facts aren't true. Columbus did not discover America. There were people here. You can't discover something that somebody else found first. 2, the purpose of people saying that had nothing to do with Columbus or really America. It was more for Italian pride and identifying certain groups and assimilating them into America. 3, it's negligent and completely false to people who are descendants of slaves or the indigenous Americans. Yet, for hundreds of years, it was definitely a fact, right? History books, teachers taught it, didn't even know it wasn't true, like it was a fact. But only because it was truth for the majority of people. Once that changed, which I could say happened last year, this year-ish, where majority of people now call it Indigenous Peoples Day, not Columbus Day. Once that consciousness shifted, it was no longer a fact. See, what we do with these two words and confuse them all the time is that facts are nothing more than collective truths. You convince a whole bunch of people that this is a truth, your truth, their truth, and it becomes a fact. The thing about it is that there's 2 sides to the story. Well, 3 sides, right? What he said, what she said, and the truth. So, what he said is his truth, and what she said is her truth. And the actual truth would be facts. And this is my point. I think we use those words backwards. Except New Yorkers. We say facts after everything, so it kind of drives my point home. But your personal truth, what you know to be true in your heart, if you can teach, show, or share it with enough other people, becomes a fact. That's my bet with this Black Lives Matter shit and defund the police. Now, shit, that's my bet with my music shit, even. Like, I know I'm super talented, I know I'm super ill. Eventually, enough people will hear it, and it'll become a fact for everyone. My truth will become a fact. But most facts aren't truths. And that's not even true. Some facts aren't true. Some facts are lies. Some facts are mistruths fed to enough people that they believe it, buy into it. Like the election being rigged, for example. But I think you guys get my point. Facts and truths aren't the same thing. What you know in your heart, what you believe, what you can't be denied of. What you can see, feel, touch. Your faith in your higher powers. That's not a lie. That's something truth to you. When you go to church or your temple or however you celebrate, the people you celebrate it with, make it a fact. Make it a fact. But there's not anything less true if you were by yourself, is it? And that's what I mean. Facts are essentially popularity contests, mitigated by the the power class or the structure who sets the assimilation. For example, we have a phrase in the hood called Hollywood divorce. Hollywood has it too. By the time something is popping in New York, like drill, the second we see a movie about a drill rapper, drill will be dead. Unfortunately, that would be the Hollywood divorce. Up until that point, it's still kind of popping. And as we get closer to that point, it loses power. Here's another example of Hollywood divorce on a more international scale. You know, when you guys in high school, junior high school, you have slang, you have shit you say with your friends, do with your friends. The second your parents start using that slang, you don't say it anymore. That word is dead, right? Same shit. That's the Hollywood divorce. So, with truths and facts, when something becomes a fact, it's basically the Hollywood divorce. It's become mass, populous, social media, whatever, viral, whatever you want to use the word, but that's what's happened, right? So it's not always a bad thing. Truth is, though, that what you know in your heart, like I said, what you know in your mind, what you know in your soul, that's the truth. That's your truth. That's also a fact. It's your fact. Enough people agree with you, see it, understand it, believe in it, it becomes their truth, and then becomes a fact for everyone. Even if it's a lie. Even if you're lying to yourself. Kind of like the end of Hustle and Flow. But yeah. Fuck all these fact shit, man. Everything I say is facts. Because I speak my truth. And when I hear other people give me facts, I research it, compare it to my truth, and decide whether I'm going to actually internalize it, process it, give it any more time. Something happened when we stopped having libraries, or using libraries and relying on Google. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's part of this problem. We get these words, these thoughts, these concepts, these philosophies confused. So fuck other people's facts. Work in your truths. Live in your truths. And share them. Don't hide them in a corner, because chances are there, if you have to be afraid of them, or not afraid of them, but secretive with them, they might not necessarily be true. Or there may be some genius ass or scary ass shit that everyone doesn't need to know. Either way, I hope you guys kind of get my drift where I'm going at. Sometimes I explain it way more elegantly in person. I might tonight. So make sure you tune in to today's episode of Politically Miscorrect. I want to thank you for tuning in to my rant of the day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, it's always playtime. Keep it true, y'all.
That's